Hello and welcome to part 7 of my February 2014 update. This video and the next video, and possibly one more after that, depends, will just be Blu-ray steelbooks. As I've started to get a backlog on these, what I did was stop the steelbooks getting damaged. I put them all in bags. I'm taking the cards off. So as you can see, they're sort of strewn across the bed at the moment. I'll take them out of the bags as I go along and then show you the card came with it. Bit of a faff, but say hopefully in future when I'm up to date I'll just have a few lying around and I can just have them out of bags and then put them in bags after the video. So first one we start with is the Robocop, and this is the remastered edition. And unlike the previous Blu-ray release, this has got special features on there. It's got disc there, new disc, and inside artwork. There's the back artwork, and there's the front. It's a glossy kind of steelbook. They are releasing sort of one of these remastered every month. So we had Rocky, and then say this Robocop, and then the usual card you get with the MGM 20th Century Fox releases. Just, I think too special, just gives you the sort of disc specs. Just put these over here and I'll put them back in the bags afterwards. Next up, we've got Leon. I don't know if I showed the Robocop spine. There we are. It is the wrong way around. Don't know what they've done that for. But again, hopefully, it's one of those trends I don't carry on with. Yes, hey, next one is Leon, and this is the same. It's the same disc as the previous Blu-ray release. Well, it's got the same cut of the film. Not sure about the extras if those are new. There's the details there at the back. Got the front artwork, back artwork. Again, there's the bag. And there's disc there. And the inside artwork. There's the spine there. Probably would have been easy if I'd taken all these out of the bags before the video. So never want to do things the easy way. Next up is do a Disney one. I'm not going to say which one of these they are in the Disney Steelbook range from Xavier or the Pixar Steelbook range because I haven't got the list to hand, but that's why I put the numbers on here on the side of the cards anyway, of which Disney classic number it is, and this is number 15. So it's on there to tell what the film is, but you can obviously tell from the back. So got the front there. Yeah, I think this is the first one I've shown so far with any embossing on there, because the other ones haven't. This out the bag. So say these are matte finish, but they are starting to do gloss ones again. And it's embossed title, similar sort of things they do with the titles, or they'll border around. And the whole thing is embossed up. I think is that it for embossing. Looks like it. So they've got a border around there. Yeah, that's all embossing on there. And there's the artwork on the back. You can move your code with this. And inside artwork, nothing too special. A little bit dark, but it's okay. One out of the way as well. Next up, we've got Dumbo. So again, just the back card there. Just usual. This is number 4. Moving this one out as well. And then got embossing there, no border around the title, just a boss title there, but the border around the edge. Got reverse artwork there, which is basically that bit there, Timothy the Mouse. Disney reward code again, the inside artwork, standard blue disc. So really, it's artwork on both sides, but the main artwork's on the left. And it disappeared when these were coming out thick and fast, sort of 3 or 4 months, but probably sometimes more. I say they've slowed down now a bit, so, and there are some have been delayed as well. Next up is Rurouni Kenshin. There's the back, and Stinger Splash mentioned this in his video as being one of the worst steelbooks of the year so far, and I can't disagree with that. I doubt it's going to be beaten by anything else. Frankly, if there's worse steelbook than this, then God help us all. This is just a plain silver back with some text on there, and I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's a lot of tiny scratches on there, very faint ones. Probably because it's cheaply made, and again on the front, don't know how well it shows up on the camera, but it's a plain silver, not really exciting artwork. I mean, there is a bit of red on there, but nothing that stands out too much in the title there. Got ultraviolet with it, so that's some consolation. And the disc isn't a plain boring colour, although it is white and it's not black or blue. And there's inside artwork on there. Now, if anyone has a clue what that's supposed to be, tell me, because it is awful. It's blurry. So they've taken a 320 by 240 picture and stretched it out. But if they bother with the front and back, then why bother with the inside? So yeah, it's probably the worst steelbook. Probably the worst steelbook actually in the UK, including ones where they've got printed backs and printed ratings. This actual UV card here is more better quality. It's glossy. But there's a past judgment on the film when I come to see it. Next up is a title which I've shown in a previous video. This is the steelbook release of Phantom of the Paradise. Won't talk too much about it. It's just basically a cross between the Phantom of the Opera and the Picture of Dorian Gray, directed by Brian De Palma. So some of these, when I get the Blu-ray steelbook and the Blu-ray, I do end up showing things twice. I tend to talk about it more when I first show it, be it the steelbook or normal release, and then when I show it again, the version, I tend to talk a bit less about it. So, as a booklet, I will show you the booklet just quickly. So the booklet is exactly the same as the other one. There's no difference whatsoever. We'll mention again this one. Say this one I had on DVD, never got into watching, and kind of had an idea of what to expect, but not fully. I did really enjoy it. It's a very out there sort of crazy film, but it has got some good music in. But if you're a fan of sort of 70s films, you know, sort of rock opera kind of things, then you're up your street. I'll show you the inside artwork on this one, which is there. Seeing where he's playing the keyboard. And there's the back, just a plain functional back. Just a bit, let's see the main artwork, that artwork there on the back. Okay, it's getting a bit crowded on here at the moment. Right, next up, and this is a massive cinema release, and again I've shown this the Blu-ray copy in another video. This is Serpico, just playing back on the G card. Again, like I mentioned on the video, just as normal special features which you'll find on the DVD. Nothing particularly extra there. Get this out. What I will do is, when I do the next one of these, I will get them all out of the plastic bags to make it easier for myself before I do the video. Okay, there's the artwork. I know some people didn't like the way that it was on the front, but it's really nice. And there's not a lot of recognised artwork for the film that could have been used. This is for playing back, as you normally get with the massive cinema. That's fine. I've got the booklet. Again, I'll show you the booklet in the previous video, but I will show you it again. But say, like the Arrow Phantom Paradise release, this is same booklet as in the Blu-ray. I don't know if I did actually mention when I showed you Phantom Paradise. I don't know if I mentioned, but that's an Arrow video release, and it's nice that them and both them and Master Cinema do put out steelbooks. This one, like the Phantom Paradise one, is just Blu-ray only. So I'll just go through this. I'd say there's nothing too different in here. And that's almost it. A couple more pages left. Yep, so that's the booklet. And this inside artwork. Again, just sort of functional. Just opportunity there. Just on the one side. It's nothing overly special, but it's okay for what it is. That's Serpico. And this is number, I can show you that, number 79. They only put the numbers on the spine in the steelbook, they don't put them on the front, because it'll sort of ruin the artwork. Blu-ray, they do put the numbers on the front. Okay, and the final one, and this was a Savvy exclusive, remember rightly. This is Thor: The Dark World. It's got 3D in there as well. Didn't pick the original release of Thor, the first one that came out, steelbook from HMV. Never ordered it for some reason, which I had now. So I did pick up the Savvy re-release, but still want to pick up the original one. I think at the time I wasn't interested in it, but I don't know where I got that idea from. Yeah, the special feature there, if you can see it. Special feature on the normal Blu-ray, and the 3D film just on its own, because it takes a bit more space up. Let's see this. Open it, okay. So, a bit like the Avengers assembled, no tight on the spine, like the Lone Ranger, like Frozen will be. There's the front artwork. There's the back. It does go across the front and the back. So we've got two discs there, some artwork there. So we've got the 3D disc there, and then underneath we've got the regular disc. And there's a little bit of artwork. Obviously, it goes across there. Not too much on that side. But this one isn't directed by Kenneth Branagh. The first one was. That's all. A little bit of spot gloss there in the buttons, but it's a plain matte steelbook apart from that. So yeah, that's Thor: The Dark World. So that's part 1 of the steelbook videos, but as I say, this is part, if I remember now, this is part 7. Lost track now. I've done so many of these videos tonight, and I'm gonna have, say, probably another 1 or 2 more steelbook videos for February, and then back onto March then, and going to be a few steelbook videos for March as well. So as usual, please rate, comment and subscribe, and until my next video, thanks for watching.